Today's topic is fear. And like last week, I talked about faith and prayer and how to learn how to pray, how to think about praying, and how to kind of hold your faith. I really appreciated Carol's comment on the idea of voting. So yes, the universe knows what you're doing and thinking, and is always with you, and it's your inner child, your connection to spirit is always kind of watching, is diligently watching and just waiting for you to pay attention. And when you pay attention, are we not so greatly rewarded when we pay attention? Aren't the rewards instant when we start to pay attention? I know now that when I talk to Winter, who's my inner child, that my entire body, especially the palms of my hands, start to tingle and vibrate, and I feel a little heat coming through the palms of my hands and the bottoms of my feet. And so for me, that's an instant reminder that I'm connected to my spirit. And that's a gift. That's a huge gift for all of us. Yet sometimes we forget, and I think what happens is we, most of the time, go into fear mode. And so we're afraid of what's around that corner. I really love what Carol said. If we stand in the circle of prayer, there are no corners. And so we can always see what's coming. And but we sometimes think we're in a box, or we sometimes think that we're in a square situation, and we don't know what's coming down the road next because we can't see around the corner. And so that adds up to being afraid. And there are all kinds of reasons that we can have for being afraid. We can be afraid of what's going to happen to us, what's going to happen to our children, what's going to happen to my relationship, what's going to happen to our financial situation. We have been, some of us, reinforced at a very early age by well-meaning and not so well-meaning caregivers who were mean to us, and implanted this idea, who were afraid themselves. I mean, if you really know somebody who is in spirit most of the time, and none of us are ever in spirit all of the time, but if you know somebody who's really connected, I mean, we've all met these people. You know right away by the way they speak to you and by the way they share themselves openly that they're just not afraid. And isn't that feel good when you're with somebody like that? Those people are magnetic. You're drawn to be with those people. And so when you have fear of what other people are going to think about you, fear of failure, fear of not getting it right, fear of imperfection, fear of success. So we have all of these things that come to us, all of these fears. And what do we do with it? Well, what we do with it is we look for relief. And going through this week, look for relief in every different venue that you can think of. So for example, I mean, the most common way that we find relief on these calls is through EFT. I find relief moment by moment, day in and day out, through Ho'oponopono. And sometimes I use EFT to bring me in the state of Ho'oponopono, of correcting what's wrong. And so when we're in fear, we're in a state of what's wrong, are we not? And so I'd ask all of you to make this statement: everything I want is on the other side of fear. Everything I want is on the other side of fear. And everything I want is inside me. So let's just do a little tapping around, and then at the end of that I'll say goodbye. I noticed that my 8 minutes have been going to 10 and 11 minutes lately, so I'm going to try and get back on track here. So tapping on the karate chop point. Even though I have these fears, and I know what my fears are, I choose to find relief, and I love and forgive myself this fear. Even though I have this fear, I will instantly recognize it, whatever that fear may be, and seek relief. I love and accept myself just the way I am. I have all this fear, or some fear, or occasional fear. Oh well, just the way I am, I love and accept myself. I am no longer afraid. I have found relief. Let's go to the top of the head. I had all this fear, and now it's reduced inside out. There has been fear in my heart. I have chosen to find relief outside out. Moment by moment, I find relief from whatever fear may come into my awareness. Under the eye. Moment by moment, I am relieved of fear. All I have to do is love and accept myself. Love and forgive myself. Love those who may bring fear into my awareness. Under the nose. I am filled with peace and joy. I am free of pain and illness. I am blessed with good fortune. I am free of fear. On the chin. I have anxiety. I have stress. I am sad. I am angry. I am afraid. No, I'm not. Those are ideas. They don't define me. I can relieve those ideas. I can love and accept myself. Everything I want is on the other side of fear. Everything I want is everything I want is inside me. On the collarbone. I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. And thank you. And under the arm. I am relieved of fear as soon as it comes into my awareness. I have many tools, many ways to relieve this fear. As I'm on a journey to loving and accepting myself deeply and completely. That was good for me. I don't know about you guys, but that felt good for me. I've had some concerns about being a little overwhelmed and having a lot on my plate, and so this really has spoken to that. Have a wonderfully spiritual week. Remember, this whole purpose of this 8 for 8 is to work in spirit, allow the universe to bring you everything that you need, rather than work so hard to try and get it. Okay? Allow things to come into your life, and they will flow just as they need to flow. We'll get some video up on the website really quick today, and this video will be posted to YouTube within the hour, and Paul will get it on the site also. And by Wednesday, I will be commenting, so if you can put some comments on the blog, I'd appreciate that. Have a wonderful week, and thank you so much for joining me on 8 for 8. I look forward to talking to you again next Monday morning. Take care. Bye.